guys, welcome to the channel, Rockin' the Country. I'm Don, and I just wanted to explain a couple things about what it's like doing reaction videos. And I watch reaction videos. In fact, that's how I got into doing the channel. I started watching, I didn't even know they existed. But when you go on YouTube and such, for me it was a few years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, and I see these guys lost in Vegas. And there was a recommendation, I guess, or whatever you call it, that YouTube presents to you, a suggested video. And I think it was like War Pigs by Black Sabbath or something. And I hadn't heard that song in so long, but I'm like, let me see what these two brother men do with this song. Young, good-looking guys, and I liked it. And then so I started getting into watching reaction videos, and I'm watching them, and I've watched a lot of reactors now because it's a thing, as you guys know. So every so often, somebody would do a song, a reaction to a song, of course, that I knew really well, maybe Sweet Home Alabama, or Freebird, or the Allman Brothers, or Black Sabbath, or it didn't matter what it was. If I knew this song really well, I'd watch them, and I was intrigued. And every so often, I could feel myself like, no, that's not what the song is about, But I've developed enough of an awareness that, well, it's sort of like if you put somebody in your town or in your neighborhood in their car and you just say, all right, go find such and such a street. Well, you know where that street is, but they don't. So you might be watching them make the left turn slowly, and you're like, no, you have to make the right turn to get to Ellis Parkway or wherever you live. And so it's hard to watch when you already know something. But that's what it is to develop. So I'm just sort of like sharing this because I've gotten some comments. I get some comments that are like, shut up, don't talk during it. Some comments are rude. It's very rare. Most of your comments are overwhelmingly kind. Some of you disagree with me, but say it in such a nice, or sometimes even academic, because some of you guys are really smart. It's evident the way you write that just intellectually you've got lots of thoughts on things. And so even though you might steadfastly disagree with me, you'll put it out there in a really good way. And I'm like, all right, fair enough, or good point, or what have you. And I appreciate you guys so much. Even when you disagree, it's like, hey, there's no rule that when we disagree with one another on planet Earth, whether it's politics, whether it's theology, whether it's sport, anything, that we have to be nasty to one another, right? So that's my thinking. But I wanted to share this. Oh, all right. So there's some people who are like, shut up. I'm like, well, that's not what reaction videos are. Reaction videos are actually for talking. And then, I don't know, some of the videos, I just had gotten a comment, and it wasn't a bad, comment at all, but it's like, I just watched a 13-minute video of yours and you didn't even say anything. You just guessed at what the song might have meant. Something to that effect. And I was like, well, yeah, on occasion that's going to happen. If I don't understand something, I can't articulate a thought other than I don't know what it meant. I have to go back and listen to it. But that's the nature of this entertainment sub-industry now of reactions. But I wanted to share something that I had learned about early childhood development a year or two ago. I listened to seminars a lot, and this was on neuroanatomy, and it was fascinating. It was presented that, those of you who have children or grandchildren or what have you and raise them, that when a baby is crying, an infant is crying because they're hungry, we tend to think in very simplistic terms that it's just because they're hungry and that's the way they let us know, that they want food. Well, there's a theory out there, and it's just a theory because you can't know if these things are true, at least not yet, that the infants don't yet have an identity, an awareness of self. It hasn't been developed that they themselves are this separate entity from the rest of the universe, from other people. So if they're hungry, as the theory goes, the reason they may be crying is that it isn't making sense to them, that there's not this immediate response going on from out there, that just food isn't coming to them, because it's, to them it makes some kind of sense, not linguistically because they don't have those abilities yet. But the theory then proceeds to go on that once the children do develop that sense of self, of me, of mine, then they swing the other way, like mine, mine, and they don't want to share with people. And then we have to teach them it. So I just want, sometimes when we're watching somebody, and I find myself doing it, but I'm not bad about it at all, because I make myself painfully aware of other people react to things differently. They sense things. They're going through things differently. So when I'm watching somebody react to a song that I know and love, and they don't maybe understand it, or they missed a lyric, I'm like, no, that's not. But, it's like, well, they're processing it. They're learning. They're developing that sense too. So anyway, I just wanted to share that. This is sort of what goes on inside my brain sometimes when I read your comments and just contemplate things in life. And that's it. So I love doing these videos. You guys are awesome. It's been almost well, let me see. I guess March or April will be a full 2 years. And it's off the beaten track. It's different. And you guys are really guiding the ship. I'm the one in front of the camera, but you guys are the ones who are recommending the songs. You turned me on to traditional country. And now it's like I'm practically a rockabilly guy. Like going from Nashville rock to Nashville country to traditional to loving bluegrass, even with the macabre lyrics. So anyway, that's all I wanted to share. I hope you made it this far. If not, I'll see you on another video anyway. All right, guys, you're awesome. Keep rocking the country. See you on another video.